Hello everybody. I got another question about this week's homework, and this one is about finding the appropriate trigonometric ratios given a specific angle. In this case, our angle is x equals 3 pi over 4. Now, to do this, we're going to have to keep in mind a few important equalities that we learned in trigonometry. So the first is that tangent of x equals sine of x over cosine of x. Cotangent of x equals cosine of x over sine of x. Secant of x equals 1 over cosine of x. And cosecant of x equals 1 over sine x. I know that's a lot. It will come in handy later down the line. If you want to write this down, it's pretty important stuff, so keep it in mind. Another thing we're going to have to keep in mind is the unit circle. I'm sure you are all familiar with this. Something important to recall here is that given the unit circle, our x values, in this case it would be the square root of 3 over 2, are related to our cosine, and the y values, in this case it's 1/2, are related to our sine values. So cosine of pi over 6 is the square root of 3 over 2, and sine of pi over 6 is 1/2. So we can use this information combined with what we see here to find our exact trigonometric ratios. So let's start with finding sine of x. So we're going to take out our unit circle and we're going to look for 3 pi over 4 on the unit circle. And we can find that right here. So for sine, for 3 pi over 4, that will be our y value, and in this case it will be the square root of 2 over 2. So let's go ahead and write that down. For cosine, it will be our x value, which is negative square root of 2 over 2. And for tangent, this is a nice derived trigonometric function. It is simply sine of x over cosine of x. So sine of x is square root of 2 over 2, right here, over, so divided by cosine of x. So I'm going to go ahead and keep change flip. So keep this, change the division to a multiplication, then multiply. So this times negative 2 over square root of 2. Now we can see here that this cancels out, this cancels out, this cancels out, and this cancels out, and what we're left with is negative 1. Should have given myself more room there. Oh well. So now let's move on to cosecant of x. So this one's pretty simple. Cosecant of x is just 1 over sine of x. So we know sine of x is this, so cosecant 1 over sine of x would just be the same thing but flipped. And there we have it. So now we can move on to secant of x, which is another simple one. It's just 1 over cosine of x. We know cosine of x, we have it right here. So we just flip it and there's our answer. So we wind up with negative 2 over square root of 2. And finally, cotangent of x. Cotangent of x is the same thing as 1 over tangent of x, or you can think of it as cosine of x over sine of x. Either way, we get the same thing. In this case, the inverse of negative 1 is just negative 1, so cotangent is also negative 1. I hope this was helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions, and yeah, see you guys next time.